Here we go, M1 Challenge 69 live from Targ in Russia. Tomorrow night, here's the weigh-ins between Vitaly Kravchenko, as we see they're weighing in the special night fights, fully donned in the armor, and he will take on Rustam Kokoev in the special night fights edition. What do you think we're going to see in this fight?
I have no idea, Darren. This is probably the wildest thing I've ever seen take place at an MMA or take place at an MMA event.
And that'll probably be one of the last times you actually see the faces as well.
Yeah, I mean, both look very focused. I just have to imagine what's going through their head to agree to a fight like this. I just feel like the vision would be the biggest issue for me. Trying to see out of this helmet with the chain link fence in front.
Well, we're struggling to see in. You see Vitaly Kravchenko there with he's got the red trim, which is always the best way to notice the black shirt or blouse, could you call it? Jousting outfit.
And Rustam has the green arm.
Yeah, the green arm's probably the most noticeable, and then the white torso, as we say, both, as you see, full armor outfit, both unbeaten as well.
Man, you can't beat the backdrop for this event.
A guy who needs to be in armor is the referee, because if one of those swords comes anywhere near him, he doesn't look very well protected.
He might be the bravest man in that ring right now.
I'm sure the announcer's quick enough to get out of there. You see him run away there.
Immediately. Although that's a pretty big referee compared to Vitaly and Rustam.
That's right, here we go. So it's really tough to know what to expect, but there's a sword straight across the face. Charges through. You got to think of the power of the shield as well with the left hand.
The knee, a clinch with the knee, immediately.
And you see some of, especially the younger audiences in the crowd, are kind of. There are a lot of smiling faces around there.
Look at that
kick. Great kick. He follows it up with a right slash, should we call it? It's not really a. You can hardly call it a hook or anything like anyone.
I would call that a left shield across the face right there.
Big shield across the face there with the left hand. Tries to counter back with the right. How do you get sparring partners for this is a question that crosses my mind. How do you...
Yeah,
do you know any friends that would be up for sparring like this?
Maybe hit a lot of Renaissance festivals, I would assume.
You see there, Rustam Kokoev still loving to go with that front kick.
It seems like Vitaly's limping there a little bit. I don't know. Might have been one of the sword blows to the leg.
So it's also tough for the referee to kind of, or any of us to notice any significant damage in this fight, any injuries or any weaknesses, and he keeps targeting that leg though, so he has seen something there from Rustam Kokoev. Rustam hits back.
And you have to think cardio-wise, I mean, they're going to wear down a little bit sooner because they are moving with all of this equipment on them.
I think that's why mainly it is conducted at a bit of a shorter pace. And they do like to clinch and probably take the breath. Nice knee there down the middle. Of course, the cup area, a lot better protected than you see in MMA. Nice left shield there. And they're almost walking back towards him there, Vitaly Kravchenko, like nothing's really happening, but you see the crowd filling up there on the hills behind us. M1 Challenge 69.
Spinning sword strike anytime soon?
There we go. Bit of defense. Throws a left. Oh,
nice strike with
that left caught him right on and he's backed all the way up. And you see the advice of the corner. I'm not sure exactly what he's saying to him. I think it was something like try hitting him with a shield again.
It seems that the shield, a shield strike has been the most effective in this fight, though. I would say Rustam has landed a few of those solidly, and it has backed up Vitaly when he's done it.
And just a reminder, this is no reenactment of any sort. There's nothing choreographed around this. This is straight up two guys fighting in armor. And you see the End of the first round.
Obviously, unlike a real fight, there's no massaging the fighter. I don't even think they're going to deliver water to him or anything. I mean, I'm not sure what the towel's for there that he has.
The cornerman's struggling to hear him as well, I think, through all the helmet and, like you said, all the mesh. It's tough. I think by the time you start taking some of the kit off as well, the second round's ready to start. See some of the action there, big right.
And you can see the dent it made on the helmet. Look at that dent on the helmet.
Yeah, incredible.
Here, let's see if they show it again. Look at that. There you go. Oof. Wow.
What do you think? How would you score the first round? It's the first round I've ever scored of night fights, and you see a bit of blood there on the nose.
You can see damage. I'm actually surprised. I'm surprised that they took his helmet off. And on Vitaly's side, you know, another thing that's awkward.
Look at the dents in the helmet.
I just realized Vitaly only has one cornerman, and Rustam has about 3 or 4. Interesting to see how this second round plays out. Now they've had one full round to kind of get acclimated to this.
There's that left shield strike again that seems to be so effective. You also got to think of the altitude we're fighting out up here as well. It's hard enough without the armor on. There's the shields again when they come together and they clinch down to the ground.
So because they both fell, does he still have the 3 strikes? Oh, he's going to town with him on that shit. And he looks like
And the ref.
It looks like he's done.
Oh.
I think this might be the end of it here. I think he might have a TKO.
The referee's asking questions.
It seems like he might have injured. It's over. We have a second round TKO in this night fight. He went to town with that shield as soon as he got him on the floor.
Huge win for Rustam Kakaev there, and Vitaly Kravchenko is still in a lot of pain on the ground by the looks of it. We're not sure exactly what caused the... I don't know if it was a trip initially, but once he got to the ground, he didn't half hammer him with those shield strikes.
He's not moving his left arm. He hasn't moved it since he's been on the ground. Might be that he injured that, and be interesting to see what it actually was.
Definitely, there's a lot of attention towards Vitaly Kravchenko at the moment.
He was just stunned. He seems to be. Oh no, he's grabbing his right arm. It seems like it might be his right arm.
He's leaning on his left arm, okay, but not sure if there's a strike that caused it to his right arm. See some blood on the nose of Rustam Kakaev as well, sustained in the first round.
But as soon as they hit the ground,
and he says, "Call me." Says, "Call me for the next one."
As soon as it went down, Rustam immediately went on the offensive, started delivering the blows with the shield, and hard to tell right now if it was the fall that injured Vitaly, or if it was if it happened because of the blows that or the strikes that Rustam was throwing with that shield. See if we can catch a replay here. See what happened.
He's still not in a good place, Vitaly Kravchenko. Not sure if he's limping as well, I think.
Did you ever think you would be calling a night fight in your entire professional career, Darren?
This wasn't on my bucket list, but I'm certainly looking forward to calling the next one because what an interesting and different spectacle to see at an MMA show. They are your winner. Rustam Kakaev moves to 2-0 in this M-1 night fight. A hug at the end. What an entertaining spectacle that was, and what a knockout! You struggle to see a more devastating knockout this year than that.
And the crowd is definitely loving what they're seeing or what they just saw.
Well, how interesting is it to go from this back to another MMA fight afterwards?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely, like we talked about the training aspect, right? I wonder how that differs. You know, and then having to switch back, you know, just to not having to worry about wearing extra. I mean, how much do you reckon those suits of armor weighed?
Like I say, at the weigh-ins, you've got to be a good 20, 25 pounds minimum. There we go then, Vitaly Kravchenko. There in the red, taking on Rustam Kakaev.
And walking in, I mean, Vitaly looked focused like he was going to be the guy in this fight, but
look at the timing of that right. That was straight. That was one of the first strikes thrown in the fight. When you see that when you see the sword swinging towards the head, you think nothing but bad intentions.
there we go. See his shoulder. His arm seems fine. I mean, it doesn't seem like it was hurt on the fall. Ooh, right there. It might have been to the ribs right there. And then started going to the head.
To the shoulder as well. I think.
Yeah, I don't think that was caused
Vitali's
by the...
corner. Vitali's corner seemed to be saying that some of those strikes weren't to the right area.
M1 Global presents